Good day, everyone. My name is Kevin Carlson, and I'm a mortgage broker here in Canada. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about mortgage brokers. What the heck are we? I don't work for the bank. I work for you. Such a cheesy mortgage broker line. I've used it. We've all used it. It's just cheesy. That's true. We don't work for the bank. We do work for you, but it's more than that. I am self-employed and independent of the banks that I work with. In Canada, there are dozens, if not hundreds, of mortgage lenders that seek out to get mortgage clients from guys like me, from mortgage brokers. I have over 25 lenders at my disposal. And of those banks, you probably have only heard of two of them if you live in Canada, Scotiabank and TD Canada Trust. They are some of Canada's largest lenders, and they even have an international reach. It is my job as a mortgage broker to work with my clients to connect them with one of my lenders with a terrific mortgage. I know what you're thinking. Isn't a mortgage just a mortgage? Aren't they kind of all the same? Well, that's kind of true. There really are only a few different types of mortgages, but what does vary widely is the client. Each client is as unique as a fingerprint, and their application helps me determine what sort of mortgage or lender that they need to work with to increase the odds of getting their mortgage approved at the very best rate possible. Income, debts, assets, property location, all of those things get factored into a mortgage application to make each file highly unique. Just to touch on a few of these, for example, the income. Are you self-employed or do you work for somebody as an employee? Are you salaried or are you paid hourly? Are you full-time or part-time? Are you seasonal or casual? All of these details get factored in when we're approving the mortgage. Property type and location also can have an effect on whether your mortgage will be approved or not. Is the property that you're purchasing or refinancing in a city or a small town or on a farm? Is it a house, an apartment, a condo, or a mobile home? Is it a house but there is no land? Is it on water? Is it a floating home? That's actually a thing. And of course, credit. Credit is king in Canada like it is all over the world. And if you don't have decent credit, it's going to be difficult to get your mortgage approved. However, there are some of the lenders that I work with that do specialize in helping those with difficult credit situations. There are two huge myths out there about mortgage brokers. The first myth is that it costs more to use a mortgage broker than go to a local bank branch. That is certainly not the case. In fact, the rates that I get from my clients are better than what is offered at the local bank branch. Best of all, my income comes as a commission from the lender that your mortgage is placed with. So that commission is paid by them and not by you. The second myth is that mortgage brokers are only for people with bad credit. Well, it is true that I can help more people than a local bank can. That is such a small part of my business. Most of my clients are just hardworking Canadians that want to work with a broker that's independent of the bank to get them the very best rate possible. Working with a mortgage broker like myself has many positive benefits. Availability. I work for myself and not for the bank. I work for my clients when it's convenient for them. If that means meeting in the evenings, that's what I do. If that means taking phone calls on a weekend, that is what I do. Experience. I've been a mortgage broker for over 15 years. I've seen the mortgage industry change in incredible ways, some for the worse and some for the better. I will continue to educate myself and adapt to the new changes in order to service my clients to the best of my ability. Lender options. If you've been pre-approved at your bank, and then when you go out and find your house and that mortgage can't get approved somehow, well, you're starting over with a new bank, not with a mortgage broker. I have 25 banks at my disposal. If for some reason I sent your application to one of the banks that I work with and they turn it down, well, I've got 24 other banks lined up ready to send your application to. Focus. This has been my full-time career from the beginning. There are some that have entered the mortgage industry to try to do it as a part-time job. This is not a part-time job. If you have sold your house and you need the next mortgage to get put in place in a timely manner, part-time just doesn't cut it. Please consider the following illustrations between a local bank branch and a mortgage broker. if a bank were a drawer in your toolbox? If a mortgage broker were a drawer in your toolbox? If a bank was a box of chocolates? If a mortgage broker was a box of chocolates? Well, you get the idea. There is choice, and all of those choices compete for your business. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel today. I hope you learned a little bit about mortgage brokers and what we do. If you'd like to get in touch with me, my contact information is on my website or on the YouTube channel here below. Thank you so much for your time and have a great day.